Hi, this is Tammy, and I am hoping to help other people understand how to use Ramblr because I really struggled with it when I first got it. This is kind of the basic. This is 101 on how to use Ramblr. The first thing you're going to want to do is download the app. And the app is downloaded either on iPhone or on Android at this location right here, Ramblr Hiking GPS Map. So once you open everything and get it going, get it installed, you're going to come up to your Ramblr app. And I'm Gated Girl, that's my call name. But you're going to come up to this map right here. Now, the pink that you see right here is a map that I downloaded from the internet on Ramblr.com, and that's RAMBLR. And it actually is a map I did, but I wanted you to see what happens when you have a downloaded map so that you can follow it. So a couple of things to note. When I do my tracking, I always make sure that I'm tracking up. Just mess with that arrow. Push it a couple times and you'll see what I mean, because I like to have it tracking up. I like it to be the map to be in front of me. The next thing you're going to want to mess with a little bit is going to be in the settings. So you can go in and mess with these right here, and you can have a satellite, or you can go back and you can have road. So that is completely up to you. I'll leave it here on map because it's easier to see. So these other things right here, this is something about badges you can earn or something like that. I do nothing with that. This part right here is a paid app. It tracks you on time. What do they call it? It tracks you as you go, so somebody else can see it. I don't use that either. That's a paid, and I just do the free. So I'm going to show you when you start tracking, what you want to do. You get on your horse, you get on your snowmobile or whatever you're on, you want to hit the red button and you want to start tracking. So, and it's important to note that I usually will put it on airplane mode when I'm tracking, because otherwise when I'm riding, I'm usually out in an area that is out in the middle of nowhere and there's not really a signal. So I tend to do that. So here I'm going to change this so that it's tracking up. Okay, so now as we zoom in, you're going to start seeing the blue line where I'm going. And you can see how that's happening, just like that. So the pink is what you downloaded, and the blue is what's currently happening. I'm going to mess with this just a little bit. Just mess with the arrow and kind of see, you know, what makes sense to you. Kind of shows you what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple other things here. One of the things that you can do is you can take a picture on your map. So I'm going to circle this here, and that's all you're going to do is push that. And you push it and you take the picture. Then you click the OK button, and it will mark that right on your map, and when you upload it will be there. Another thing you can do is mark a waypoint. So we'll go down a little bit further here. And then we'll mark a waypoint. And to mark a waypoint, you use this one. And you make sure that that box is checked for waypoint, or you can also call it a note, but we're going to call it a waypoint. And we're going to say bicycle trails. And then you have to make sure that you check mark it, that is correct, otherwise it will not take. And now you will see that there is a waypoint mark on your map, the red thing, not the blinking one, but the red one. This works really nice when you're out and maybe you have a lunch stop or something that you want others to find. Another thing you can do is you can do a video. So when you do the video, you'll have to be logged into your YouTube. Now, sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to try doing this. And we're going to push the right button to record, and it failed again. So I think what's happening is that it won't allow me to record my recording. It's using the video camera already. So you can't do it. I can't show you that while I'm doing this video. And then you're supposed to be able to make a video or a recording. Now, I have never used this, so I don't know if that's going to work, but you're supposed to be able to do that too. Okay, so another thing you can do is look at your stats. So you might be writing and you might be curious how fast you're going or something like that. You can push this right here and it'll bring you to your stats. And it'll put time elapsed, the duration, your average speed, elevation, a bunch of interesting things. Now when you want to go back, you just push it again. So you're just going to push this again to get back, and then you're back to your video. Now, when you're done recording, you can slide it to pause, as you see here on the bottom. But what we're going to do is we're going to slide it over, and then we're going to push stop. Okay, this is the first thing that would come up. Would you like to upload your trip to Ramblr.com? Now, typically when I'm doing my trips, I am out with no signal. So I click do it later. So I'm going to click do it later. And then it says the trip was saved. Now you're going to see up at the top here, right here, that it's waiting for upload. So we're going to show you that in just a minute.